Western Conference NBA playoffs. Round 1 continues. The Golden State Warriors have showed up hungry and determined to fight for what they believe is rightfully theirs. Will they be able to break the stalemate and come out on top against the Rockets? Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
On the way is Game 3 of the Western Conference quarterfinals. This series all tied in one apiece. Tonight's winner, a chance to see some momentum. Brian Anderson here. With me, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Joining us courtside is Allie LaForce. So the Houston starting five. Van Fleet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Ben Thompson out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Brooks in at small forward. And for the Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with Moody, and it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Van Vliet. Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Curry, and the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Picking the defense apart. I doubt that they thought Van Vliet would take that.
Now here's Curry. Butler up top. Back to Curry. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Outside, Green. Pass to Sengun. Brooks left side. The three ball. And Thompson gets it to go.
A confident shot from Ahmed. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Now here's Curry. Outside Butler. Right side Moody. Outside Curry. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Gotta respect his shooting and passing. Curry able to move defenders and create fouls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so he makes both from the line.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Brooks. On the wing, Green. And here's Sengun.
We're starting to get a better sense of the player that Sengun is. An agile big man who really brings a lot of energy to the floor.
Houston shooting their first foul shots of the night. Both free throws good from Sengun. Pajimski with it. Pass to Green. Van Vliet against Curry. Over Van Vliet. Curry's shot is off.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with it. We talked about how Alperen Sengun can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Curry. On the clock. To the inside. Green. The kick out. Curry. And the three off target.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
The Warriors pull it in.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Down low. Green, a screen. from the arc. That won't go either for Curry.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
When you talk about the best defensive players of this era, you have to talk about Draymond Green.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. Green, the pass to Brooks. The three from Thompson. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Warriors trail by 3. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And he's all alone. Jumps up. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock to stop the drought. And the layup is up and in. Curry's got 6.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Now here's Smith. Pass to Thompson. Back to Smith. Now Green, defended by Pajemski. And it's hammered home by Green.
That is a tough contest-worthy move. Green just putting on a show right there.
Green, a screen. On the wing, Curry, guarded by Van Vliet. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Curry against Van Vliet. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Give him 8.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Here's Smith. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Rockets on top. They're up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. And taking a look at Houston's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Whitmore is out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Eason in at the 3 spot. Now here's Whitmore. The ball's knocked loose. Butler with a steal. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Fires from deep. Rockets with a rebound. Eason, pass to Holiday. Here's Smith. Outside Eason. Pass to Whitmore. Now here's Eason from downtown. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
The 3 from Curry. Curry splashes it in.
What a response from Curry. Gotta know he's coming for his revenge.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul, and it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. And a change for the Rockets. Shepard, he's checked in for Holiday. On defense, the Warriors. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. Holiday's checked in for Houston.
Substitution for the Rockets. Number 0.
Now here's Whitmore. The D's right on him. And the bucket is good. Whitmore's got his first points of the night.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
To the wing, right side. Heel finds Peyton. Back to Heel. Shot clock at 5. Kuminga with a screen on Holiday. And it's Heel missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Picked by Smith. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Houston.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
And Kuminga throws it down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Here's Van Vliet. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Kevon Looney picks one up.
You can't be overzealous trying to guard Van Vliet. That's how you get in trouble.
Brooks, he's checked in for Whitmore, and he makes both free throws.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
Peyton against Green. Şengün with a steal. Brooks left side. Pass to Şengün from behind the arc. Can't hit that one.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Outside Peyton. Looney, a screen on Brooks. Here's Peyton. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Pass to Green. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. Shoots it from the high post. Jump shot is good that time.
I love seeing Green capitalize from that mid-range. These shots help get him into a groove.
Good. Peyton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Rockets on D. 3-point lead. Curry at the rim.
They have no answer defensively inside.
The Rockets have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Thompson outside. Inside. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Let me tell you this. If you've got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Here's Curry. Oh, Curry, what a tough finish.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage. And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Van Vliet against Curry. Outside, Green. Pass to Smith. The 3 is up. Warriors with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Now Butler. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. With the floater. Oh, JB, look out.
I wouldn't say Butler seeks contact, but he sure doesn't turn it down.
And Here's Van Vliet. Shoots over Curry. Again, Houston. Gets it off. That shot off. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Houston up 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for Golden State.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They've played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to, I'm gonna hit you guys with a big word. Now they have to capitalize on it.
Ooh. Well, it won't be easy, but I'm going to make a prediction, guys. You ready?
No, but go ahead.
Whoever wins this Game 3, they win the series.
That is bold, Kenny. I sort of like it. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
The Warriors trailing. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moody is out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5 down low. That's the Warriors 5. On the run, Butler with the jam.
Oh, a fearless finish from a fearless player. Jimmy making some noise.
Here's Van Vliet. Sengun, a screen on Curry. Van Vliet, the pass to Brooks. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Sengun. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler. It's a close one here in San Francisco. Moody with it. Checked by Brooks. Through contact, Butler connects.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
And here's Van Vliet. He'll bring it up for Houston. With a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Brooks. Thompson against Butler. The 3. And Thompson gets the 3. Thompson's got 8.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Outside Pajemski. Now here's Moody. Green covering. Outside Butler. A deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with a steal on that pass.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Green finds Brooks. Van Vliet against Curry. To the paint. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sengun, no good. The Warriors have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 20 points.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Eason's checked in. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Now here's Thompson. Give him 8. To the middle. And Sengun throw it down.
Love seeing Sengun go up strong, leaving no room for error with that finish.
And here's Curry for 3. It's rebounded by Sengun. Houston has got 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Here's Eason. And that one's long. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Moody with it. Now Thompson defending.
And in terms of wings, Butler is one of the best passers. And that starts with Jimmy's team-first mindset.
Outside, Green. And lead on the wing. And he's going for the oop. It's a slam from Green. What a finish.
The vertical and reach make Green a terrific target in the alley-oop game.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Kuminga, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Santos comes in for Moody. Heald's checked in for Podziemski. And Payton is subbed in for Stephen Curry. It's Eason with the jam.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
Looney, a screen on Green. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And that's 2 awful trips in a row resulting in turnovers.
So for the Rockets, Landale's checked in for Sengun. And it's Smith in for Thompson. And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets.
Team foul. Rocket subs. Number 7, Cam Whitmore.
Here's Whitmore. 1:11 left to play in the third quarter. And Landale gets it to go.
Nice unselfish play by Green, taking the time to get another guy a better shot.
Now here's Payton. Whitmore defending. Looney the screen. Here's Payton. He takes it in. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Good on both. For Houston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Kuminga against Green with the drive. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Payton with it. He has 6. Outside Kuminga. Outside Payton. 4 on the clock. And he lobs it up. It's picked off. Outside Whitmore. Inside. 4 seconds left, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
2 shots.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's Houston leading by 4. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Smith and Şengün play together in the front court. Williams is out there with Whitmore, and it's Eason in at the small forward position.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now Whitmore. Smith right side. Three-pointer, no good.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Shepherd, he's checked in for Williams. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. And the Warriors make some changes. Here's Curry to tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Curry's got 22.
This is what Curry does best. He is so creative at getting into rhythm and staying hot.
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Shepherd. Just 5 on the clock. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Eason finds Şengün. Pajimski grabs the board. Well, the Warriors shooting the ball with purpose. They're 68% from the field. Drains the triple.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Outside Whitmore. Smith outside. Here's Şengün. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. And here's Shepherd for three. Warriors with the rebound. And here's Curry. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
And it's good for two.
The quickness of Curry makes quick defensive reads, knowing precisely when to knife inside.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Eason. Green's checked in for Whitmore. And Van Vliet is subbed in for Shepherd. Now here's Green. Pass to Thompson. And there's the drive. From deep three-point range. It's not going to go for him.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Curry against Van Vliet. Moody from outside. The shot, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And he's going for the lob. And Şengün gets it to go.
And that's an important shot from Şengün. He takes pride in delivering in big spots.
Green with a screen on Brooks. Moody. Oh, serious gut check points from Moody.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Drops in the three.
These are the moments that Van Vliet loved, wanting to be that guy because he believes he is that guy.
Now here's Curry. And there's 1:38 left in the final quarter. Counted, and the foul. It's going to go on Jalen Green.
I think we knew who was firing off the shot here. Curry is just too consistent not to be trusted with it.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
You've got to be impressed with how assertive they are on offense, continuing to cut hard to the rim time and time again.
And also, their mid-range game has been outstanding. They're just finding holes in the defense and exploiting them.
He gets it in there.
I mean, you have to love the intensity Van Vliet plays with in these situations. He's always ready to meet a challenge.
Now here's Butler. Outside Curry. Butler, a screen on Van Vliet. Curry takes it in. It's rebounded by Şengün. And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. Van Vliet up top. Pass to Green. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver. And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
By Curry, and it's good.
When it is crunch time and you've got Stephen Wardell Curry, the game plan is simple. Get him the ball.
Now here's Van Vliet, and we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a three. But they'll probably try for a two, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
Thompson in the post. Butler covering. And so they foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
At the line for the Dubs.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of two is good. And that makes it a three-point lead. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Good on the first. And that brings him within two here. Both free throws good from Van Vliet. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And so he drops them both, and it's a three-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Sensational bucket. That brings them within one. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul. First free throw is good, and that'll put them up two. And so both free throws good, and it's a three-point game.
It's all about getting a three right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
He gets the first, and that brings him within two here. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
At the line taking 2 shots.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that makes it a three-point lead. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he does get the second one. And that brings him within 2 here. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. And this is a critical win for them. They grabbed the lead in the series after splitting the first 2 games.
Yeah, Game 3 feels like a Game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now, as long as they don't lose their focus.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
Stephen, a slow start. Did something feel different for you in the second half?
No, just made some shots. It's really the best explanation I got for you. We got challenged at halftime in terms of getting a little edge around what we were trying to accomplish tonight. It took us a while to really gain momentum in this game.
Well, the adjustments paid off. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Stephen Curry.